seeing the people come running out and touching up makeup and doing the lint roller and using the Dyson to vacuum something off the stage and the guy with the Swiffer that was making it shiny.
It is the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. Who is here? Let's see. There's Garrett. There's Danielle.
Hello.
There's Scotty B. There's Gandhi.
Hello.
And we still have the autumn balloons in the studio.
They're actually very, very deflated looking.
They look like my grandpa's. Never mind.
And
Every time, man.
Wait, and there's a lot on the floor. I'm going to pick my computer up.
Like your grandpa's what?
His balls.
Oh.
You see all the ones on the floor?
Look, the floor's filled with granddad's scrotum.
Yeah, and they're very, you see, they're very like,
Okay.
They're very Wonka color-ish, too.
It's time for new balloons.
I think the ones on the floor are nice and decorative.
Yeah?
I kind of like them. It's the ball sacks in the air that are a little weird.
Well, yeah, the ones on the floor represent autumn leaves. The thing is, it's almost 2024. We're out of autumn. Now, we're not getting new balloons, not till the new year. I'm not going to buy new balloons and they just sit here for 3 weeks
I'm
or
trying
2
to
weeks
think what
without
we
us.
should get, though, in the new year. Like, what should we get? Should we get Valentine's Day colors?
I think we should do like black, white, and gold. New Year. Pooh.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, but you know me. You can't do New Year that long.
You don't count.
Okay.
You're a crazy person.
So wait, so when we come back, are we allowed to say Happy New Year?
Once.
You can do whatever you want. And Scotty's not in charge, by the way.
I'm going to light your ass up, Scotty, every day. Happy New Year.
I'm not going to let it bother me this year.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
No, I won't.
You know what? I want him to be happy. I'm going to say it once, and that's it.
Okay.
I know, but he's looking for reasons to be mad.
Look,
You're looking for a fight.
If I see you for the first time on January 15th, you don't have to say Happy New Year. Just say hello.
Okay, Larry David.
Jesus.
Crotchety old man.
Yeah, you're really...
You're such a bitch.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. So then how long can we run commercials? Because we run commercials in March. It's the new year. Lose some weight. Like, it's March 20th already. It's not the new year anymore.
Okay, that is laziness. But we're not saying we should say Happy New Year till March. All I'm saying is you're looking for reasons to be mad at
Then
people.
there must be a date. There must be some cutoff. If we can't do it in March, when can we do it until? That's all I'm saying.
How about you just let people do themselves?
All right, then I just won't respond. I'll just nod my head and walk away.
This is why you have to do yourself, because no one wants to hang out with you.
You're right. You're right.
Sorry.
There was a moment yesterday where he was being just like extra chaotic and a little nutty, and he was like, "No one will ever love me." Okay, at least
I think I said no one will ever date me. Plenty of people love me, but nobody wants to date me.
Okay, nobody will ever date me.
No one knows what they're getting into with that.
You know what's gonna happen? January 5th, he's gonna go out for lunch. He's gonna get a salad with shrimp and tails in it, and the waiter's gonna say Happy New Year, and then he's gonna freak out.
No, I just won't leave a tip.
Oh my God!
What?
You lunatic!
That's not good.
That's
So you know, Scotty firmly believes that Andrew, Josh, and I live in the scariest hood of all times.
I just mess with you.
Yeah, he always tells us, "I don't want to come over there. I'm gonna get robbed. I'm gonna get mugged. Someone's gonna beat me up." Yesterday, he's texting me, "I'm under a bridge. There are needles and knives everywhere. I'm never gonna make it out of here." I'm like, "What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you. I used to live
No,
over
you're not.
there.
You're neurotic. You're neurotic.
I am neurotic.
He's playing the odds because eventually it will happen, and you'll say, "See."
He kicked Andrew and I out of the car one time because he was nervous about going a little further up the street and making some kind of U-turn. He said he couldn't do it, so we had to get out and walk.
I don't like to do illegal things.
Wow.
Anyway,
Did you have fun at tonight's show last night?
Yes.
it was awesome.
Awesome.
But Scotty, as wonderful as that experience was, what things made you frantic there at NBC and going into the audience?
Nothing there. It was just, I just wanted to make sure I was there on time. That's all.
How far in advance did you get there?
I think we were there. We were there an hour early because Andrew kind of messed the times up a little bit. But nothing in there made me nuts at all. I just wanted to be the seat that got called to get the sweater. But we were like, I was 4 away.
I did too.
4 away.
Oh, yeah, the ugly sweater a day
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got the vibrators.
Yes.
You did get the vibrators.
I got in trouble for saying that. They're Theraguns, and they are massage machines or something. What are they
a
called?
percussive massage device,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There's a few of them here in the office.
They're awesome. They're amazing.
But I went out to the audience and said, "Hey, everyone, congratulations on your new vibrator," because everyone got one. And
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, "No, it's not a vibrator."
It was great. It's
Poor
so
Jimmy.
funny to see how free it is here because we feel like we're stifled and can't
Yeah.
say certain things and do all the things that we really want to say and do.
Right.
And it's even worse with network TV
Yeah.
where you say vibrator and they're like, ah!
No, I mean they
Nipple.
have They have offices of people who work there that keep an eye on every syllable that goes out over that network.
Yeah.
But it's
talking
twofold,
about
though.
sponsors and what's that, Garrett?
It's twofold because though there's that line of respect, you didn't want to say it, but technically you could have because you were in what they call safe harbor at after 11:30, where you could get away with saying more stuff that you can at that time than you can during the day.
Well, I don't know if vibrator is on the list of bad words, but it is if you're the Theragun company.
Right.
There is that.
Did you see him go into that secret door when it was over? I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, that's a secret escape panel.
His exit hobbit door.
Yeah, he waved
So
at
cool.
everybody and then he went through it. We're like, what? Where's he going?
So when Jimmy did the Late Late Show, he had this bit where he would say goodnight everyone, and everyone on stage had to run and just run as fast as they could to get off the stage. It was a bit. I remember I had to do it once. I'm like, what? He said, you got to run. It was Sam Smith. He was a guest too. I'm like, Sam and I'm like, where do we go? He said, just run. I'm like, okay. So he did that running bit last night, but just he ran. No one else ran.
So when you're behind the curtain, is someone there like lifting the curtain, or is it kind of like a mechanical thing?
No, there's a person on the curtain, and then there's a stage manager with me. And so when the stage manager says, and you know how stage managers are because we do Jingle Ball,
right?
You do not move until they say go,
right?
Because they have the cues. So she says, on my cue, Elvis, you go. And then the person lifts the curtain and you walk out. Those curtains are heavy.
Wow.
And like I said before, it's so heavy, so where you can't really hear a lot going on. You can hear a little bit of what Jimmy's yelling and the band playing. It's really quiet back there. It's kind of
There's so
scary.
many moving parts, though.
It was fun during the commercials seeing the people come running out and touching up makeup and doing the lint roller and using the Dyson to vacuum something off the stage and the guy with the Swiffer that was making it shiny. It was pretty cool.
That made me so happy when I saw the guy come out and Dyson the whole carpet. I'm like, look at him. He's cleaning the carpet with the Dyson.
Well, this is another example of how this is old network TV, which is so cool to watch. Because back in the old days, one person would do one person's job. Now they have a lot of places one person doing 15 people's jobs, but not there. They still have someone to do everything because it's the old contracts, it's the old union stuff. That's why, I don't want to use the word relic because I think it's fascinating to see old networks still being run like an old network. So what's it like from your point of view going to a show like that? And part two is, how does one get tickets to go see a show like that? I have no clue.
So they told us there is a website people can go to. Was it like One Iota?
Yes.
Like that, yeah.
Okay, oneiota.com where you can sign up to get tickets. You're not going to know who the guest is. It's kind of just like a, hey, good luck situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get them, and we had a different experience because we were your guests, so we kind of had like a VIP thing, which was awesome.
Well, that's nice.
We were, I think, escorted by 7 different people at 7 different times. We had to show our ID 100 times.
Oh, they're very, very big on your ID. Like, I'm not even kidding. We must have showed our IDs 5 times.
Like, you'd show your ID and turn around. They're like, can I see your ID again? I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Sure. And then we just waited for a very long time. And we were separated from everybody else. There's kind of like a common area where people were. They pulled us off to the side. We were on our own for a while. And then once the doors opened and people started sitting down, they sat us in these seats that had blue tape over it.
Yeah, we had special seats.
They pulled
you
up
got
the
blue tape seats?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we got those. I think it's totally different sitting in that audience and then seeing the production on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
It sounds different. It looks different.
It looks much bigger on television than the.
Of course.
It's much smaller.
And the sound mix is totally different in there. For instance, when they have a musical guest, it doesn't always sound that great in the seats. But they mix it for TV, so it's being mixed in another room for a later time.
And you know what else? Kelly Clarkson is filmed in the same place. So at one point we're sitting on these couches and it said The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and we were playing with all the things, and then all of a sudden that left and Kelly Clarkson's show thing popped up, and I go, how come they're putting that up? So they came over to us and they go, hey, you guys need to now move over there. That's the Fallon side. This is now the Kelly side, and we're going to move everybody from Kelly's show that was just filming here. So that is just crazy how it all works. I was like, it's very interesting.
It's so complicated, so many moving parts, as you said. But if ever you get a chance to get tickets for a game show somewhere in LA, maybe, or for Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show, wherever, go see it. It is interesting to watch them put it together. I remember the first time I saw Letterman in the Ed Sullivan Theater years ago, and I remember sitting there with Alex going, God, this looks like fun to be able to do a show like that. It's just
that studio
wild.
That Ed Sullivan's Theater was freezing. He always kept that place so cold. It was so
always, because
cold.
when they turn those lights on, it heats it up.
Didn't we go to Wheel of Fortune?
We went to Wheel of Fortune at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jeopardy, too.
I want to go to Jeopardy.
Yeah, and by the
so
way,
bad.
if you're an out of towner and you're coming to visit New York and somebody's on the street trying to sell you tickets for any of these shows, it's a scam because they're all free all the time.
Yeah.
They don't sell them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Elvis is like,
And
I
they
bought some
overbook them
yesterday.
too. They have to overbook them because they can't guarantee everybody's going to show up. Even though you think everybody would want to see it, people don't show up. So that's why there's standby lines. There were standby lines last night in case people weren't there.
And they said that the lady said during this time of year, it's much harder to get, your standby tickets. Like in an off season when maybe it's not the holidays and there's not as many people visiting New York, it's easier for you to get the standby tickets. So if you want to do standby, keep that in mind.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I will say that in going into the building, that when they escort you from your car to walk you right into the building, there are people there with their phones who want to take pictures and get autographs and things. I'm like, mine?
Well,
Wait,
wow.
do
That's
you know who
awesome.
I am? I mean, Mandy Moore was here earlier. You should have grabbed that photo.
I'm going to check eBay after the show.
But it's just odd, and they're like, hurry up, we got to go, Mr. Duran, Mr. Duran. I'm like, Mr. Duran, who's that? And then the people go, can I get a picture of Elvis? I'm like, sure. And you know me, I got to stop. Thank God someone cares, you know?
Aw.
Seriously. It's like, it was wild with that. I wonder if they hire them to make you feel good.
No.
Oh, that would
We'll
be.
use it.
I would
Either
love
way,
to do
you
that
still
job.
Feel good, yeah.
Elvis, sign my papers.
Exactly.
What's it like
You get paid-
backstage, though, El? Like, because we get that question, like, at Jingle Ball. It's like, oh, it must be like rock stars and parties and what's it like?
No. There's a lot of movement. I mean, all of the hallways back behind production, it's all racks and racks of clothing, which I don't know what they're for. There's people walking back and forth. There's people taking pictures of people standing next to walls, and there's a lot of people working back there. I mean, it's a city. And then they have the PA system. Every once in a while, you hear a voice come on and go, Mary, you need to report to hair and makeup. Mary, hair and makeup. It's a busy working place back there. It's fascinating.
The photo they
You
took
should
of
see
last
it.
night is awesome.
I can't hear you. You got to get closer to the
The
mic.
photo
What?
that they took of you last night, the promo photo of you standing in front of, the blue wall, came out very
Right.
well.
They're professional photographers.
Where are you seeing all this stuff?
Online.
Because
Wait,
there was a
online.
photographer taking pictures. When Jimmy came up to talk to us, I noticed somebody down on the floor taking pictures up. So there's got to be pictures of him giving you guys hugs and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah, we
really?
have some, and they're black and white. His name is Tom. I have those. Yeah, where online are you seeing those things?
Fallon tonight on Instagram. So
Oh, okay.
Nice. I'm gonna go look. I will say I was so excited about the whole thing. Just even watching it, the set, looking at the set is so cool. I wanted to take so many pictures. Oh yeah, that's a great picture. But when you came out, I was so excited, and then when I watched it at night and you came out again, I was cheering in my apartment by myself. I was like, "Yay!" Oh, shut up.
Like, we know him.
Shut up.
That's so funny. Well, it was a great experience, but knowing you guys were there, and thank God someone was, when they said my name, someone went, "Yay! I knew it was you. Thank God."
Well, the two
Scream so
people
loud.
sitting
No.
next to us were listeners as well. I forget their
Oh,
names.
they
but
were?
They were lovely. Yeah, because they were like, "Are you from the station?" Yeah. So she was there with her two daughters, and they were screaming really loud as well. So.
Oh, my
We're
gosh.
a
Thank
lot
God
of
we have
guys.
allies. We have allies. We have allies.
I love one person today, though, said that Danielle sounds like a peacock, like from her scream.
That could, that could very well be.
Peacocks make noise?
That's
Yeah.
what I-
Or
Yeah,
does
sounds
the
just like
peacock sound like Danielle?
Yeah, that's
That's the
about
peacock.
right.
That's Danielle.
Oh my God.
That was really fun,
Peacocks-
though.
When peacocks make that sound, it does have that echo because it echoes through the yard and stuff. It has a very interesting peacock sound.
I have a question I think you would know the answer to.
What's that?
What kind of deal did peacocks work out with the zoo that they get to just walk around and no one else does?
Well, I tell you, peacocks wandering properties is an old tradition. I mean,
Oh.
especially people of great wealth back in the day, they would have peacocks running around, and it's been going on for years, even before the United States even existed. Over in Europe, I mean, royalty would have peacocks walking around because it was a status thing. They're beautiful too. As long as you don't fuck around with them, they're nice.
So, I grew up going to the zoo where Alex works at the Staten Island Zoo, and they taught me growing up that the peacocks were like in charge of the zoo because they let the peacocks walk around. So I grew up thinking like the peacocks were like better than like the lion, just in the chain of animals because.
Well, if you're into peacocks, I can see how you'd agree with that. You know,
In my town,
yeah.
they hang out behind the ShopRite. there's a whole bunch of peacocks that just wander
Really?
around wild.
That seems wasted.
Cool.
Yeah.
ShopRite.
No one wants to hang out behind a ShopRite to look at
Wait, are
peacocks.
they
Very
Instacart?
crackish.
Do they work for
Yeah. They take orders.
No, but like,
Jeez.
you know, they have petting zoos, so obviously you can go touch the goats and,
Yeah.
you know, little pigs and stuff. Why can't they just walk around too? I
The
don't get
goats
it.
will start eating everything, your clothes, your
Yeah.
Goats are annoying.
And I think peacocks also are great at staying in one location.
Oh.
You let a goat out, goat's gone, man.
That would be amazing. The level of chaos at the zoo.
Well,
I'm there
you
for
know,
it.
if you live on Staten Island, and Garrett knows, the wild turkey situation is
Who owns
awful.
those turkeys? Where do they
No
come
one
from?
owns them. They're
Wild.
wild. Garrett, they're
wild turkeys.
They're a secret like society that just terrorizes.
They do.
My parents couldn't get in their car the other day because a turkey was on top of it.
It's true. No,
my
no one
goodness.
owns them. Those aren't pet turkeys running around with.
Well, it had to start somewhere. Someone had to own a turkey and just.
No, they are always outside.
They're
They're
wild.
Yeah.
They're
Now,
wild.
are the wild turkeys good to eat, or they're not as great?
No,
as
they're
the
rough.
turkeys?
Like I got
They're
cock block going into my car one time, also by the ShopRite, because there's chicken. I'm not kidding.
What
There's
goes on at the
chickens.
ShopRite?
What was her name?
There's Henny Penny. I don't know. There's
Penny.
there's
Bad
peacocks
answer.
and there's hens and chickens that are just wild. It's insane. They
my
don't
God.
belong to anyone. They just wander around there, and that's where they always are. It's
wanna
weird.
come
It's
to this
interesting, you know,
ShopRite.
Garrett being from Staten Island or anyone being from the city, you don't know, there are wild animals running around
Yeah.
everywhere,
Yeah.
including the ones you think are pets and farm animals.
I love that. It had to
I
come from
learned that
somewhere.
deer could swim because they would come over from Jersey and terrorize Staten Island too, and they would start. I'm like, where do deer come from? We're on an island right now, and then I learned deer know how to swim.
They do.
I
They do.
love it. I love that the turkeys are getting their revenge. They've had it. They
No,
said,
no.
you guys have been killing us for too long.
Well, you know what?
How do you like it?
Say that. You don't live on Staten Island. You have no friggin' clue what the hell it is
No,
for people.
let me tell you, the turkeys in Boston, they got so bad. They were taking buses hostage. They were taking like shopping venues hostage. They were blocking doors, not letting people go anywhere. I loved it. I was there for it.
You're nuts.
The turkeys outside my parents' house, they basically come and knock to talk to you. It's wild. I love it.
We have wild turkeys out here, and every once in a while they'll just kind of pull up to the house and start screaming. It sounds like a woman screaming outside. I'm like, oh dear God.
I love it so much.
It's not good. You love other people's angst when
I
it
want
comes
to come to that
nature.
ShopRite and see what's going on in that parking lot
Come on
with all
out.
the birds.
All right. Well, look, I think we're done with our 15-minute morning show podcast.
17 minutes today.
Yes!
Oh, my
How
God.
dare you? How
Tomorrow
dare you,
we have
Scotty?
to do how many less
13.
minutes?
No.
Thank you.
13 minutes.
He held that.
All
He
right.
could have stopped it at 15. Easily.
All right, we got to go. Have a beautiful day. Bye.
Bye.